Welcome back to Inside Dalí. Today we're here with James Sanders, who's going to talk to us about this beautiful bronze sculpture, The Woman of Time.
Hi Jasmine. Welcome back everybody. Thank you for keeping up to date with the Dalí Universe on our Facebook page. Jasmine's based in our head office with me and we work together on the Salvador Dalí sculpture collection. We have a very special artwork for you today, an artwork that was important to Salvador Dalí because it champions probably his most famous creation, the soft clock or the melted clock. And in fact, here you can see this elegant figure holding the soft clock in her left hand and in her right hand something else, something that was equally important for Salvador Dalí, the rose. One of Jasmine's favourite flowers. The rose for Salvador Dalí symbolises beauty, symbolises for Dalí perhaps the creative genius of the artist. So, Salvador Dalí. Last week we spoke about the homage terpsichore and we spoke about how Salvador Dalí and Gala, living in Paris in the 20th century, were swept along in the Parisian life in the 20s and the 30s. In 1940, to escape the Second World War, Salvador Dalí and Gala boarded a liner and went to a new country. And they lived in this new country for 8 years. Jasmine, where did they go? Can you remember?
Of course, they went to the States.
What was the first thing that these immigrants, these people searching for a new life, saw when they arrived in the US of A?
The Statue of Liberty.
Yes, and this sculpture, which we can see here, made an indelible impression on Salvador Dalí. And here he saw this woman carrying in her right hand the torch of liberty and progress. And in her left hand, the Constitution of the US of A. Salvador Dalí was inspired by this figure that greeted him and his wife when they arrived in the US of A. Jasmine, can you just hold that for our viewers?
Certainly.
So here we can see an interesting comparison. Salvador Dalí, what does he do? He doesn't talk about progress and liberty, he talks about something that was more important to him, beauty. His figure does not carry a constitution or any political instrument. She is carrying, his woman of time, the soft clock. What's Dalí trying to say here?
Most people know Dalí with his famous melting clocks or the soft watch. What is it in particular important about it?
Well, Salvador Dalí said in his diary that the mechanical object was his greatest enemy. And a clock, of course, as we all know, is a mechanical, controlling instrument. Dalinian time does not obey those laws of time and rigidity. Dalinian time is soft and malleable. So Salvador Dalí is saying here that time doesn't have to be inflexible. Time can be something that's personal. And maybe beauty cannot be controlled by time. It can be controlled in the mind of the artist, Salvador Dalí. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining Jasmine and myself. Tune in next week for the next sculpture inside the Dalí Universe.
Goodbye for now.